Hey everyone, it's Jen. Let's talk about something that might be secretly holding you back financially: lifestyle inflation. Do you ever wonder why your income increases but your savings don't? It's called lifestyle inflation, and it's draining your wallet. It's that sneaky thing that happens when you get a raise or a bonus, and suddenly you feel like you need to upgrade everything: your apartment, your car, your wardrobe. But trust me, falling into the trap of lifestyle inflation can sabotage your financial goals and keep you stuck in a cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Stick around, because in this video, I'll share practical tips to combat lifestyle inflation and boost your savings. You won't want to miss it. So what exactly is lifestyle inflation? In a nutshell, it's the tendency for our expenses to increase as our income grows. It's like we're on a treadmill, constantly running but never really getting ahead. We get a raise and suddenly, we deserve to treat ourselves, right? Maybe we start eating out more, buying more expensive clothes, or upgrading our gadgets. Here's the thing: there's nothing inherently wrong with enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's awesome to be able to afford nice things and experiences. But the problem with lifestyle inflation is that it can quickly spiral out of control if we're not careful. Imagine this: you land your dream job with a significant pay bump. You're ecstatic, and rightfully so. You deserve to celebrate your hard work. You decide to reward yourself with a brand new car, a luxury apartment in a trendy neighborhood, and maybe even a few designer bags. It's easy to justify these expenses because, after all, you're making more money now. However, what often happens is that these increased expenses become the new norm. Your lifestyle inflates to match your higher income. Now, instead of saving and investing that extra money, it's going towards maintaining a more expensive lifestyle. Then, something unexpected happens. Maybe you decide to switch careers, take a pay cut for a job you're more passionate about, or face an economic downturn. Suddenly, that inflated lifestyle becomes a huge burden. You're stuck with high expenses and no way to sustain them. The scary part is that lifestyle inflation can happen gradually, without us even realizing it. It's not always about making extravagant purchases. It can be as subtle as ordering takeout more often, subscribing to more streaming services, or buying slightly pricier groceries. But over time, these small increases in spending can add up and significantly impact our financial well-being. That's why it's crucial to be mindful of our spending habits, especially as our income grows. Remember, the goal is to build long-term wealth and financial security, not just to keep up with the Joneses. Now let's dive into some of the common triggers of lifestyle inflation. Understanding these triggers is key to breaking free from this cycle and taking control of our finances. One of the biggest culprits is, you guessed it, salary increases. We often associate a higher salary with a higher standard of living. It's like a mental switch flips, and we automatically think we need to upgrade our lifestyle to match our new income level. Social pressure is another powerful trigger. We live in a world where we're constantly bombarded with images of people living seemingly perfect lives, showcasing their latest purchases and experiences on social media. It's easy to get caught up in the comparison game and feel the pressure to keep up with the Joneses, even if it means stretching our finances thin. Our own spending habits can also contribute to lifestyle inflation. If we're not mindful of our spending, it can easily creep up on us without us even realizing it. Maybe we're in the habit of buying things impulsively, or perhaps we're not tracking our expenses closely enough. Whatever the case may be, being aware of our spending patterns is crucial to identifying areas where we might be overspending. So, how can we recognize these triggers and avoid falling into the trap of lifestyle inflation? First and foremost, it's all about awareness. We need to be conscious of the fact that lifestyle inflation is a real thing and that it can happen to anyone, regardless of income level. Once we're aware of the potential triggers, we can start to develop strategies to combat them. For example, if you know that you tend to overspend when you get a raise, make a plan for that extra money before it even hits your account. Decide how much you'll allocate towards savings, investments, or debt repayment, and stick to it. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself, it's about making intentional choices with your money. Now, let's get practical and discuss some actionable steps you can take to beat lifestyle inflation and take control of your finances. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself, it's about making smart choices that align with your financial goals. First things first, let's talk about budgeting. I know budgeting might not sound like the most exciting topic, but trust me, It's an absolute game changer when it comes to managing your money effectively. The key is to create a budget that works for you, one that you can actually stick to. There are tons of budgeting methods out there, so experiment and find one that resonates with you. Once you have a budget in place, automating your savings is a fantastic way to ensure that you're consistently putting money aside. Think of it like paying yourself first. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account each month, just like you would with any other bill payment. The beauty of automation is that it takes the guesswork out of saving. You don't have to remember to transfer the money manually, and you're less likely to spend it impulsively because it's already earmarked for savings. Now let's talk about living below your means. This phrase often gets a bad rap, but it doesn't mean living a life of deprivation. It simply means spending less than you earn and making conscious choices about your expenses. Remember, it's not about keeping up with the Joneses. It's about living a financially sustainable life that aligns with your values and goals. One powerful way to combat lifestyle inflation is to embrace the concept of mindful spending. This means being intentional about your purchases and asking yourself whether you truly need something or if you're just buying it for the sake of it. Before swiping your card, take a moment to pause and consider the purchase. Will this item bring you lasting joy and value, or is it a fleeting desire? Mindful spending is all about aligning your spending with your values and priorities. Let's shift our focus to incorporating smart financial habits into your daily life. These habits, once established, can make a world of difference in your financial well-being. Tracking your spending is an eye-opening experience. It's like holding up a mirror to your finances and seeing exactly where your money is going. You might be surprised by how much you're actually spending on things like dining out, entertainment, or online shopping. Embrace the power of technology. There are countless apps and tools available designed to simplify money management. From budgeting apps that track your income and expenses to investment platforms that automate your investing, these tools can save you time, reduce financial stress, and empower you to make informed decisions about your money. Remember those financial goals we talked about earlier? Regularly reviewing your progress is essential to stay motivated and make necessary adjustments along the way. Life is dynamic, and your financial goals may evolve. That's perfectly normal. By checking in on your progress, you can celebrate your wins, identify areas for improvement, and ensure that you're still on track to achieve your financial aspirations. One of the most valuable pieces of advice I can give you is to educate yourself about personal finance. The more you know about managing your money, the better equipped you'll be to make sound financial decisions. There are countless resources available, from books and podcasts to websites and online courses. Take the time to learn about budgeting, investing, debt management, and other essential financial topics. Remember, building wealth and achieving financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about making conscious, sustainable choices that align with your long-term goals. By understanding the concept of lifestyle inflation and implementing practical strategies to combat it, you can break free from the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck and start building a solid financial future. Remember, your financial journey is unique, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Avoiding lifestyle inflation doesn't mean depriving yourself. It's about making smarter choices that align with your values and long-term goals. You can still enjoy life and save money. Remember, folks, upgrading your phone every year won't upgrade your bank account. Stick with the one you have. It probably takes better selfies than your cat anyway. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more financial advice and strategies to help you save and grow your money.